Hello, students. We're going to see Top Notch, number 2, second edition, by John Saslow and Alan Asher. This is our topic. And we're going to see the first learning objectives. We're going to see Unit 1, Greeting and Small Talk. We have some communication goals, and we have get reacquainted with someone, greet a visitor to your country, discuss gestures and customs, describe an interesting experience. Then we have some vocabulary that's going to talk about tourist activities, participle adjectives to describe experiences. And then we have the grammar, the present perfect. We have some statements of yes and no questions, form of usage, past participles of irregular verbs with already, yet, ever, and before. Then we have some common errors. And then we have the present perfect, but we have it with yet and already, ever, never, and before. And some questions with what and which. So we're going to work with our Unit 1. As you can see, we have first as a preview, we have of Unit 1. We have some goals of the class. We're going to get reacquainted with someone, greet a visitor to your country, discuss gestures and customs, describe an interesting experience. Ok, tenemos la unidad número 1. Este es un previo antes de entrar a las lecciones. Tenemos el tema de greeting y small talk. Tenemos 4 objetivos que vemos en clase: volver a encontrarse a alguien, saludar a un visitante en tu país, discutir gestos y costumbres, describir una experiencia interesante. Esos son los 4 objetivos de la unidad número 1. Como vemos, vamos a las costumbres alrededor del mundo. Customs around the world. We have some greetings. People greet each other differently around the world. Some people bow, some people kiss once, some people kiss twice, some people shake hands, and some hug. Then we have exchanging business cards. People have different customs for exchanging business cards around the world. Some customs are very formal. People always use 2 hands and look at the card carefully. Other customs are informal. People accept the card with 1 hand and quickly put it in a pocket. Then when we talk about small talk, what about small talk? The topics people talk about when they don't know each other well. In some places, it's not polite to ask about someone's age or salary. In others, it's considered rude to ask about someone's family. Vemos en esta unidad previa, antes de la lección número 1, costumbres alrededor del mundo. Cuando saludas a otra persona, son saludos diferentes alrededor del mundo. Algunas personas bajan su cuerpo. Algunas personas se dan besos, un beso, 2 besos, otras se dan la mano, otras se abrazan. En cuanto a las tarjetas de presentación de negocio, algunas personas tienen diferentes costumbres al momento que intercambian sus tarjetas alrededor del mundo. Digamos, en algunos lugares las costumbres son bien formales. Alguna gente utiliza 2 manos y de ahí observan la tarjeta. Muy bien. En otras costumbres que son más informales, la gente acepta la tarjeta con 1 mano y rapidito la pone en su bolso. Ahora vamos a hablar acerca de un small talk, cuando hablamos poco, ¿verdad? Estamos entrando en una conversación. Los temas que hablamos cuando no nos conocemos mucho. En algunos países no es considerado de buena forma preguntar la edad y el salario. En otros es considerado rudo preguntar acerca de la familia de una persona. Okay, so we have here a photo story. We have read and listen to 2 people meeting in a hotel lobby. There you have the conversation of 2 men, Leon and Taka, and we're going to see what they are up to. You look familiar. Haven't we met somewhere before? I don't think so. I'm not from around here. I know, aren't you from Japan? I'm sure we met at the IT conference last week. Of course. You're from Mexico, right? That's right. I'm sorry, I've gotten your name. Kamura Takashi. But you can call me Taka. Hi, Taka. Leon Prado, please. Call me Leon. So what have you been up to since the conference? Not much. Actually, I'm on my way to the airport now. I'm flying back home. Hey, we should keep in touch. Here's my card. The conference is in Acapulco next year and I could show you around. That will be great. I hear Acapulco's beautiful. It was nice to see you again, Taka. You too. So here we have, aquí tenemos una conversación entre dos personas que se encuentran y entre ellas intercambian su tarjeta para volver a encontrarse. La otra persona se ofrece dar un tour alrededor de Acapulco cuando se vuelvan a ver y están muy contentos de verse cada uno. So we have here, focus on the language. Find an underlined expression in the photo story to match each of the following explanations. Here you have to relate this explanation to the expressions that are on the photo story. Then you have some questions. Answer the questions according to the photo story. Explain your answers. There you have, you're going to read the story. Maybe you need a translator, a dictionary, and then you're going to answer the questions. Vamos a contestar las preguntas. Podemos utilizar un translator o podemos utilizar un diccionario, ¿verdad? Why does Leon begin speaking with Taka? Has Taka been busy since the conference? Why does Leon give Taka his business card? What does Leon offer to do at the next conference? Okay, so you're going to answer. You're going to use a photo story. There we have the lesson 1. We have getting reacquainted with someone. We have a conversation model. And we're going to read and listen to someone getting reacquainted. Audrey, have you met Hannah? No, I haven't. Hannah, I'd like you to meet Audrey. Hi, Audrey, you look familiar. Have we met before? I don't think so. I know last month. You were at my sister Nicole's party. Oh, that's right. How have you been? Bueno, tenemos una conversación entre dos damas. Una le dice, hola Audrey, ¿nos hemos conocido? No, nos hemos conocido a Hannah. ¿Nos fuimos? Te he conocido a Audrey. Sí, Audrey, me parece familiar. Creo que nos hemos conocido. No pienso. Oh no, el mes pasado estuviste en la fiesta de mi hermana Nicole. Oh, sí. ¿Cómo has estado? Okay, so this is a conversation about people getting reacquainted. Then we're going to move to lesson 2, and we have some vocabulary that we have to review. Greet a visitor to your country, and we have tourist activities around the world. Estas son algunas actividades alrededor del mundo. Climb Mount Fuji. Go sightseeing in New York. Go to the top of the Eiffel Tower. Try Korean food. Take a tour of the Tower of London. Take pictures of a Great Wall. So there you have a vocabulary that you have to practice. Es un vocabulario que tenemos que practicar para mejorar nuestra conversación. Acordémonos. Climb, go sightseeing, go to the top of, try, take a tour of, take pictures of. Okay, then we have a conversation model. Read and listen to someone greeting a visitor. Okay, cuando una persona le está dando la bienvenida a otro visitante. Welcome to Rio. Have you ever been here before? No, it's not. It's my first time, but yesterday I went to Sugarloaf. It was really beautiful. That's great. Have you tried feijoada yet? Feijoada? No, I haven't. What's that? It's a famous Brazilian dish. I'll think you'll like it. Okay, so es una conversación donde le dice, bienvenido a Río, has estado aquí antes, no es mi primera vez, pero ayer fui a Sugarloaf, es muy bonito, es excelente. ¿Has probado la feijoada todavía? ¿Feijoada? No, ¿qué es eso? Es un platillo brasileño famoso. Pienso que te gustará. Then we move to lesson 3 and we have discussed gestures and customs. And here we have an article. Okay, we have an article that talks about body talk. Body talk. Now we have to read it and we have to use the dictionary. So And we have some, if you need to translate, you can use some applications to use to know the meaning of the phrases. Here we have body talk. To communicate well with people of other countries, you must learn to speak well, right? Yes, but speaking isn't everything. Some experts say only 30% of communication comes from talking. Your gestures and other nonverbal actions matter too. But in different cultures, the same action can have different meanings. When you have to meet someone from a different culture, be prepared. Do you know what kind of gestures and customs are appropriate? Let's look at the shake hands. North Americans like a firm handshake. But the French prefer a light, short handshake. But if you shake a French person's hand the North American way, he or she may not like it. People in Eastern European countries and some Latino cultures prefer shorter handshakes too. Hugging after shaking hands is also a common introduction here. Don't be surprised if a Brazilian gives you a hug. If you misinterpret gestures of introduction, your friendship may get off of the wrong foot. Everyone around the world knows that okay hand gesture, but don't they? But in Spain, parts of South America and Eastern Europe, the okay sign is considered rude. And if you go shopping in Japan, it means you'd like to change in coins instead of bills. In France, making the okay sign means zero or that something is worthless. So check before you use the okay sign, be sure it is okay. Understanding even of a few gestures from different cultures can make you a better communicator. So next time you travel, try being culturally sensitive. Find out the local gestures and let your body talk. Okay, this is an article that talks about body gestures, how to communicate, how is the communication in some countries, and what should you do if you're going to go to a country, if you're going to do gestures. Here we have check the statements that are true according to the article. Okay, 70% of communication comes from nonverbal actions, true. If you don't speak someone's language, it's always safe to use gestures from your own culture, false. Eastern Europeans generally don't like long handshakes, true. Hugging is common during introductions in Brazil, true. Japanese people think that okay is a sign is rude, false. Then we have lesson 4. Describe an interesting experience. We have participle adjectives and we have the following: fascinated, fascinating, thrilling, thrilled, frightening, frightened, disgusting, disgusted. The safari was fascinating. They were fascinated. The ski trip was thrilling. They were thrilled. The skydive was frightening. They were frightened. The food was disgusting. They were disgusted. As you can see the pictures, you have the answers for the meanings. And there you have the first part of Unit 1. Then we're going to move to the grammar of Unit 1. Thank you very much. Have a great day.